Penny can melt grouped enemies and dominate with her turret, if you know how to use her right. So today we're going to break down how to use her the right way. Penny is a controller with solid damage potential and a powerful turret super, but she lacks reload speed and needs good turret placement to be useful. Penny's main attack fires a pouch of gold in a straight line. If it hits an enemy, it explodes behind them, releasing 3 coin projectiles in a spread pattern. But when you connect the splash onto multiple targets, Penny's damage spikes fast. That's why a smart Penny player won't just spam shots. Instead, try holding onto a couple of ammo so you're ready when opponents group up. This lets you dominate tight choke points in modes like Gem Grab or Hot Zone. Her super places a long-range turret that shoots cannonballs over walls. The cannon fire creates a lingering, burning ring, forcing enemies out of zones or making them hesitate during pushes. It gives you and your team lots of control, whether you're defending a hot zone, controlling mid in Gem Grab, or pressuring the heist safe. When you get your super, it's important to find a good spot to place it so you can get maximum value out of it. But here's a common mistake new Penny players make: dropping another turret when one is already up. Don't waste your super if your cannon's still active and in a good spot. Now let's go over Penny's gadgets. Her first gadget places a barrel that blocks incoming shots. You can also use it offensively by firing a shot at it to trigger an instant coin burst, dealing a ton of close-range splash damage. This is really effective against short-range brawlers like Lily or Edgar, or even for shredding the heist safe quickly. Her second gadget makes Penny's turret launch cannonballs at every visible enemy in range, up to 17 at once. While none of these hits charge her super, it's excellent for applying pressure across the map. The best time to use this is when enemies are behind cover or when the turret has lots of targets in range to shoot. It'll also hit anything like Ash's rats and Eve's hatchlings. Overall, this gadget is best in control-based modes like Hot Zone. But if there are assassins on the opponent's team, Salty Barrel will be the safer pick. Now for Penny's star powers. Her first star power, Heavy Coffers, makes the coin spread from Penny's pouch become wider and also adds 2 extra coins to the attack. This increases your splash damage and makes it easier to hit multiple enemies. It's ideal for maps where players tend to clump up. So if you're playing against mid-range or long-range brawlers, this star power gives you a consistent damage boost. Her second star power makes her turret knock back nearby enemies and deal damage when deployed. This is super useful against tanks and assassins, especially ones like Fang or Daryl who try to dive in. It won't help much against snipers or ranged brawlers, but if you're playing against high aggro comps, Master Blaster gives you more protection. Heavy Coffers, however, will be the more versatile pick. With Penny's Hyper, her turret gets upgraded to fire 2 cannonballs at once instead of 1. This doubles the pressure, increases area denial, and makes it way harder for enemies to ignore the turret. So once you get your Hyper, make sure to set up the cannon in a really safe location. You want to get as much uptime as possible. A well-placed Hyper can fully control the map, and even help you charge your next Hyper before the first one goes down. For gears, Pet Power is the best option to boost turret damage, especially with the Hypercharge. For your second slot, either Shield or Damage works. Shield gives survivability, while Damage may boost your control sometimes. Penny's best game modes are Gem Grab and Hot Zone, where her control and splash damage dominate mid. She's also good in Heist and sometimes Brawl Ball with the right setup. She can struggle against long-range brawlers or hyper-aggressive assassins if you don't manage your ammo or turret wisely. However, she can usually deal with tanks like Ash, Frank, and Jackie. And that wraps up your Penny Guide. If this helped, consider subscribing. It helps me bring you more Brawl Stars content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.